Thank you, Lauren. A beautiful summer Saturday night here in Montreal, and the Alouettes are finally back home again. First time they'll play here in a month. First meeting of the season. BC, Montreal, Saturday night. Glad you could join us as Week 5 continues in the CFL on TSN off the Jose Maltos kick. Jackson takes it at the 15. He gets up to the 30, about the 32, and it's Alex Gagne, the special teams tackles leader in the CFL, adding to his total there. Great job defending against Rourke, but did complete a couple of deep passes, was able to run as well. And he will take off here now. He's had over 50 yards rushing in each of the first two games. Good start on the ground for BC as Rourke runs for a first down.
Taking a look at the rest of this offense. Anu Una, second-year man from the University of Windsor, makes his first start of the season at right guard for the BC Lions. Keep an eye on Justin McInnes, something of a homecoming for the Pierrefonds, Quebec native here today, looking to get his game going in this BC Lions offense.
Rourke had 11 carries for 112 yards rushing and a touchdown coming into this game. He picked up 12 more yards there for number 12. Across the 40 and a first down BC. Opening possession on this Saturday night. Back to the ground. And the rushing leader, second in the league. That's James Butler for BC on that carry.
And defensively for these Montreal Alouettes, Sean Oakman has found himself a home after going from Toronto to Edmonton last year. Strong start here in Montreal. Therese Beverette, kind of quiet for one of the top defensive players in the league, but we know he's always lurking. And Deontay Ruffin makes his first start of the season at the boundary corner spot. He's in for Lorenzo Burns this week.
There is Deontay Ruffin. Started his career with Calgary. Went over, won a Grey Cup in 23 with the Alouettes. Starting tonight, flag out with the pass. It's intended for Keon Hatcher.
Offside. Montreal number 96. 5-yard penalty will repeat, second down.
All league season. It's a 2nd and 2. Just shy of midfield. On the ground, Butler has the first down, midfield. And a little bit more. Another yard to spare. Nathan Rourke and the BC Lions. Looking to throw as he rolls to the right. He does. Wide open and caught. Another first down. It's Justin McInnes from Pierrefonds, Quebec. And a trip closer to home back for McInnes. So down to the 32 and a 1st and 10, and Rourke to throw again. Down, deep, right, and it's intercepted in the end zone. Cabianento in coverage on Keon Hatcher, and wisely takes a knee in the end zone to push him out further. And nothing for BC. An impressive start, but Rourke tried that one, and he is picked off.
Throw hangs inside, that allows Ento with inside position to shield off the receiver and go get it.
McLeod Bethel Thompson at quarterback again, and a big pickup on first down for Sean Thomas Erlington. The Alouettes ran only 10 times for 38 yards last week. There, he gained only 1 yard on 2 carries last week. There's the ball again, and he got more than a yard. He burst through. Michael Alway chasing him out. Like he disappeared for a while. The whistle didn't blow, and out popped 21 for 20 more yards in the Alouettes.
Nice effort here from Sean Thomas Erlington. There you see him disappear into the mound of bodies. Puts a hand down to help keep his balance and keeps on trucking.
1st and 10 at the BC 45. Bethel Thompson throwing now to Tyson Philpott. Keeps his feet. He's still moving. He's breaking free for an Alouette touchdown. Wow, what a start by Montreal. 45 yards, 3 plays, and touchdown number 3 in the year for Tyson Philpott.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's wearing his dad's old number 6. Corey was occasionally known as Quick 6 in his playing days. I think Tyson might be quicker 6 after watching this play. Little high step and turns on the Jets. He knows, feels Gary Peters on his heels. Steps through, little straight arm at the end, and in for the major.
The point after for Jose Maltos after a 3-play, 80-yard try. Change, as mentioned, from last week when they lost the turnover battle to the Ticats. This time, they get a quick pick in the end zone, denying points, and then they score their own, and a good hit there.
We have 2 misconduct fouls on the play. A 15-yarder on BC 26 and a 10-yarder on Montreal 26. We're going to go back 5 yards. It'll be first down.
On the toss right for Butler. And Darnell Sankey coming in and tackles him after a couple of yards there. On the ground in Saskatchewan in the losing cause last week. Rourke, second down with time. Completes it 2 up around the BC 50. Another big passing play, and that's the first one of the evening for Javon Catoy. Seemed to have much time to settle in that pocket. All that pressure from the Bombers. Well, looking for a spot, and he can't find it there. Byron Vaughn's a slew of Alouette defenders in there on James Butler for no gain.
But quick reaction there from the first-year Alouette.
No gain, 2nd and 10. Rourke throwing again, and no. Wanted Aiden Eberhardt, and Ento again. He's been a nuisance. He had the interception in the end zone. Air punt. Myers at the Lions 35. Letcher back at the Alouette 10. Comes up, tracks it, takes it, and out of bounds he goes at about the 26. Starting quarterback, 7-0. Won't be proven otherwise. He gets in there again. A flag out of the handoff to a new running back, Travis Tice, the rookie.
Offside. BC number 0. 5-yard penalty. Will repeat first down.
And a 7-0 lead. Back to Tice on the 1st and 5. Eludes a tackle, and Montreal already is running the ball far better than they did last week in Hamilton.
Offensively for Montreal, they want to set the tone at that line of scrimmage and be physical. Pierre-Olivier Lestage is the guy who leads them in that regard. He's at left guard. Jalen Wayne makes his first start of the season for the Alouettes. Big body in that receiving core. He's in place of the injured Austin Mack.
So a first down. Already the Alouettes have run for 41 yards. As mentioned, they had 38 all game last week in Hamilton. 6 on the board for Travis Tice there, and a first down at the 38. Bethel Thompson fakes to him. He rolls left, and he completes it 2. And still on his feet, and looks like getting a first down in the second effort is Tyler Sneed, one of their top receivers so far for Montreal this year.
Defensively for these BC Lions, couple injuries in the interior there. D-line gives an opportunity for Tomasi Lalile to fill in the interior. Micah Awe, the heat-seeking missile, is at middle linebacker. And Christophe Beaulieu, homecoming for the former Laval star, starting at free safety. Big INT for him last week.
On the completion, Sneed did get that first down, so back on the ground and first down to Travis Tice.
And that's secondary.
Justin Lawrence snapped back to MBT. Deep look, open, no! Charleston Rambo had it, but couldn't hang on. Would have been another big play for that Alouette offense. Instead, we get a third down coming up. 6 to get this one away. First punt for Montreal. Jermaine Jackson taking it back inside the 15, and another good tackle on special teams. That time it's the rookie. All right, Claire, and this is the third possession for BC. And quickly out for Stanley Berryhill, who's also just back in the Lions lineup after 22, down 7 points. Under 4 minutes in the first quarter. Deep look and deflected away. Coming in is Wesley Sutton. The coverage on Berryhill. Reception in the end zone to snuff out the Lions' opening drive. Carl Meyer to punt deep in his zone for James Letcher. Chased back inside the 30, down at the 25. Going to the left, and great tackle coming in by Kieran Poisson. Their opening series to Tyson Philpott. Faking the handoff, throwing it off to Philpott here. And coming in to make that play is Robert Carter. The touchdown by Tyson Philpott. 2nd and 4 now. Bethel Thompson stands in, runs out of time. Coming in is Christian Covington. He picks up the sack for the Lions. Back at the 10. So 2 and out for the Alouettes. Jackson with it. 40. Katie Davis was the first to get him, and then he got a lot of help. 22, went over, signed on with Hamilton, a couple of years there, and then back he comes, and on that hitch to Berryhill. Turns it up. He's got some room. Stanley Berryhill across midfield. First down. Play action fake. Oh, and Rourke is hit as he tried to get rid of the ball. It looked like his arm was going forward, but they play a live ball anyway. Alouettes bringing some heat. More of it coming. He gets rid of it quickly to Butler. Turns it up. James Butler first down. Good pickup after the catch. And with a blitz coming, Rourke knew he had to get rid of it fast, and he did.
Blitz, Wesley Sutton coming off the edge. Javon Catoy over to pick that up. But so often you'll see, recognize where the pressure is coming from. You're throwing the ball into that hole that's created.
Opportunities for BC2. As Rourke just tucks it in, tries to shuffle it off. He does to McInnes, picks up some blockers. Justin McInnes still on his feet. Trying to dance down to the 15. Rourke made something happen out of that with the heat coming, and a big play, BC.
And then the receivers need to understand blitz as well, that they're sometimes adjusting their routes, breaking things off. And then there are times where it's not according to plan.
Alouettes lead 7-0 through one corner. Now, as you look at all these numbers, we also want to consider Nathan Rourke against pressure, against the blitz, and also when he's just been hurried. And so far, we've got a couple of good examples for McInnes and Eberhardt there, with Butler in the backfield, faking to him, rolling to the right, throws it off to Aiden Eberhardt down near the end zone. He is tackled just inside the 2 by Tyrell Richards. Short yardage from the Montreal 2. Rourke keeps it, waiting for a signal. There it is. Touchdown, BC Lions. Nathan Rourke with his second rushing touchdown of the season. And we're a conversion away from a tie game early in the second quarter.
Of the second quarter, it may not seem like a big deal for the BC Lions to be tying this game. At opportunity to tie it at 7 with the convert still to come. But
Sean White, the veteran. Hand got up on it. Yes, we cannot just can't assume that extra point to Quad taking it out. So no, it's not a tie game.
Basketball, you often hear people talk about having some size in the key rim protectors. Here you're looking at someone who protects the goalposts in 6'9" Sean Oakman, getting a big mid up in the middle of that defensive formation, and that point may prove to be a factor in the outcome of the ball game.
Not the first time the CFL's tallest player has used his height to his advantages. Travis Tice on the return, and a flag does come out. He gets it across the 35.
Against Montreal.
During the return, holding. Montreal 11. 10-yard penalty, first down.
Bethel Thompson. After the play fake, throws it downfield for Rambo, and a flag comes out. Gary Peters, one of the Lions, right there with him.
Pass interference, BC number 1. Spot of the foul, automatic, first down.
And this is the Montreal Alouettes just taking a shot. Rambo lines up tight to the formation, down the hash mark, breaking to the corner. Nice gain for the Alouettes.
That is a 30-yard gain by penalty for Montreal. And the throw there coming in as Robert Carter on Tyson Philpott. Timed it up perfectly. The Owls at their 45. It's a 2nd and 10 for McLeod. Bethel Thompson dumping it off to Travis Tice, who keeps his feet. And a little hurdle too. The ball comes out, and Regis Sibasu recovers it right at the first down mark at midfield.
Just beyond the first down marker.
Right at midfield. The fake to Tice, and the dump off there to Tyler Sneed. Everybody's hurdling now. Bethel Thompson last week, we saw just the play before, and now 5'7" Tyler Sneed getting in on the act.
It didn't leave his feet, so he was able to get a piece of Sneed even when he took to the air.
Coming in at 17 catches, 270, Tyler Sneed. Little jump in his step. Look at this guy. And tackled there is Travis Tice, just shy of the 40 by Robert Carter. Cloud Bethel Thompson in for Davis Alexander. Got something going here. Throwing on the right again. Intercepted. Flags come out. Ball came out as well. Looks like it's back in the hands of the Alouettes. A lot to unpack on that play.
Illegal contact, BC number 8. 10-yard penalty, first down.
So 8 got the penalty, 9 Deontay Williams had the pick, but all for naught. Montreal football anyway. Travis Tice on the carry.
Almost Deontay Williams interception.
Bethel Thompson runs out of time. He's taken down. Coming in quickly, Kamoko Toure, one of the newcomers on that BC Lions defense. He gets the sack, number 2 in the season for Toure. 15, leading scorer in the CFL so far this season. His longest is 50. Inside that, Montos to the right. No, ding off the upright. To the right. dead ball. The attempt goes wide for Montreal. No harm done now for the BC Lions. Stanley Burial has it. KD Davis, or excuse me, Kavion Ento and Deontay Ruffin.
Acres to make plays for you.
Second down and 2. James Butler. They had to get to the 40, and he's just shy of that.
It's honest.
Third down. Nathan Rourke. Short yardage pushes. Had a short yardage touchdown from the 2. It's rushing more than Butler does so far in this game. Play action fake. Throwing. And coming up to get it is Keon Hatcher with a brilliant catch in a crowd. And a first down for BC near the Alouettes 50. His first catch. He was denied in the end zone earlier. It goes to Berryhill. First down and more. Lions now moving the football.
Some progress.
Settling down, 9 for 13. The ball carrier is Xander Horvath, newcomer to the Lions, and on a 2nd and 6. Complete. Eberhardt again. His second catch. Sutton and Ruffin ride him out, but it's another first down for the BC Lions.
Time.
They work tempo. Rourke. The fake, the throw, and the catch. Again, Eberhardt. And Butler can't break the tackle of Najee Murray. Looking forward to it, Laura. Right now we got a 2nd and goal from the 6 for Nathan Rourke. Flag comes out as he rolls left to look into the end zone. He's got a BC touchdown. There is a flag out, however, in the Lions' backfield.
BC number 69. 10-yard penalty. Will repeat 2nd down.
Going to see this one. Just tough situation for Jarrell Broxton because your back is to the football, so he doesn't know where his quarterback goes. He's protecting a pocket inside. When Rourke spins outside, the defender can see it, tries to fight it. Broxton doesn't know where he is.
Down. They missed the extra point, trailing by 1. Rourke with time, and underneath, no, incomplete, intended there for Hatcher, but the Alouettes had that well covered. Tyrese Beverett is there. Yards for the BC lead. White puts it through.
CFL coach for 17 seasons. Dad Mark has been a defensive coordinator, special teams coordinator in this league.
To watch his son Kyle, long snapper of the BC Lions. After the Thomas Erlington carry, it was 2nd down and 9. Now a flag comes out in that throw by McLeod Bethel Thompson.
Pass interference. BC number 8. Point of the foul. Automatic. First down.
Jalen.
Halfback Edwards Cooper. Just got caught on the double move. Little out fake and break. North had to save himself.
Back to Thomas Erlington on the first down across midfield. Special teams and defense. 2nd and 5. Bethel Thompson throwing again. It's caught by Cole Speaker.
Catch.
It was a sure catch for Rambo till Speaker took it away. 1st and 10 now. Off to Thomas Erlington. Mike Awe wraps him out of bounds. And a receiving end there, and now back to running, and a couple of yards down to about the 25 and a 2nd and 2, and about all he would need. See where they spot the football on this 3rd and 1. Needed to get to the 25, and looks like he has that and then some. 1:05 in the clock. Can't play, but enjoying what he sees right now. Bethel Thompson checks it down. Wanted the fullback David Dallaire, but that falls incomplete. 7 for 10 for 103 and a touchdown pass to Tyson Philpott. Throwing again. Flags out. Alouette receiver is down, and Robert Carter is not happy.
Illegal contact. BC number 26. That 10-yard penalty will result in a first down.
The interaction between Tyson Philpott and Robert Carter. Hands around the waist as he kind of spun the receiver to the turf.
Bethel Thompson. Empty backfield. Looking to the right. Touchdown! Touchdown, Sean Thomas Erlington. And the Alouettes have their lead back as halftime approaches.
This Sean Thomas Erlington demonstrating his versatility. The Alouettes are going to empty out the backfield, going 6 receivers without changing personnel. Sean Thomas Erlington lines up in the slot. Here's the middle slot to the right side. Beating the defender. Bang. Win this one.
Advantage Montreal in more ways than one on that play. 10 plays, 70 yards, in Montreal 30. Jermaine Jackson at the 10. The clock ticking. Goes to the left. Finds a bit of a seam to get it across the 35. 23 seconds. Now a penalty flag is out.
We have a misconduct foul, 15 yards on BC 25. Get a first down.
But Buck Pierce going to have to clean that up. Over 100 yards now, 108 in penalties. Late in this half, and it's Butler with the ball.
All to play, but a lot of self-inflicted wounds along the way.
8 penalties, 108 yards. To Montreal, 3 penalties and 25. In Montreal, the Lions trail by 5. They actually have more net yards than the Alouettes do, but penalties really hurting them. Good connection there from Nathan Rourke to Justin McInnes to help set up BC's touchdown. McInnes standing by with Claire. But they're back on a beautiful night in Montreal. Alouettes lead, but by less than a touchdown. And to start with Fletcher getting it up over the 40 now. We'll see.
Been evident in his decision making and in some of the play calling as well.
Sean Thomas Erlington, very productive first half on the ground and in the air, as it turns out. Has a carry there to open things up in the second half. And the way things went against the Ticats last week in Hamilton, Evans has the first down.
Just with the opportunity to have more reps.
Thomas Erlington again tripped up. And he got tied up there by new defensive tackle Tomasi Lalile.
Tom making the most of it.
Right up at the 50 and a 2nd and 13 for Bethel Thompson. And a 3-man rush. Deep toss, open receiver too. He had Sneed in behind coverage with Beaulieu coming across, but yeah.
And deep for BC in that instance.
Joseph Zeman to punt it away inside his 40. Jermaine Jackson is back for it. And he takes it in the air at the 10. Tries to go to the left. Can't find the edge there. He turns it back. Nowhere to go. Good coverage again. Actually late in the first quarter in their first scoring drive. Gets that one away for Berryhill. A little bit high, but it goes incomplete. 14-9 with the ball on a 2nd down and 10. Rourke has time. He looks off to his right to Aiden Eberhardt. Another catch by Eberhardt, who keeps his feet. And Ento has the tail of his jersey, but
it was for some of the younger veterans like Eberhardt and Berryhill to step up, and they're showing they have.
Rourke's not afraid to run. A flag comes out and a good carry further down in the secondary, but he has enough to pick up another first down across the Lions 40.
Too many players. Montreal. That penalty be declined.
Weapon.
32 yards rushing so far, and he lets James Butler deliver the mail here as he gets it up across 50, approaching midfield.
Forcing the defense to defend that threat.
Back to Butler. 2nd and short. Has the first down across midfield. He keeps his feet, and he gets it down to the Montreal 50 now. The sticks move again to the Alouette 50. Rourke to Butler. Left side. Keeps those legs chugging and works his way down to another 2nd and short coming up. Second half, 2nd and 3. Montreal 43. Butler, no. Lual-Uguak was the first one in, and Butler gets swarmed and pushed back for a loss. The Lions won't try the field goal. Carl Meyer is in to punt it away from midfield. Looking for field position here. Lands beautifully done inside the 5. Right at the 2. Beautiful punt. That's what they wanted from Meyer. In Hamilton, and he's starting deep. Tice is his running back too. Throws it out to Sneed. Hurdler to Hurdler, and a pickup to about the 7. So 2nd down and 5. Bethel Thompson standing in his end zone, throwing out of it, completing to Cole Speaker. Good yardage after the catch. Speaker up around the 39. 31 yards. Play action pass. Lots of time. Bethel Thompson. And too far for Tyler Sneed. The leading receiver for the Alouettes coming in, and looks like they're asking for a flag. They got a few of those that worked out well for them in the first half.
And to release through the middle
Montreal
before working towards the corner.
Defensive pass interference on their receiver, number 85. The replay center will look at it.
Well,
Tyler Sneed is going to sort of work through the middle and then try to get to the corner. Jalen Edwards Cooper sitting at the 50-yard line. On the break, just makes a little bit of contact that knocks the receiver off stride.
After review by the replay center, we have pass interference. BC number 8. Spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
For BC, that's really hurt them in this game. First down near midfield. Travis Tice trying to bull his way there. He gets up across the 53.
Bump veteran Walter Fletcher from a spot.
2nd and 7 now. Bethel Thompson tries to step up. Nowhere to go. MBT's running again. Don't see this a lot. No hurdle that time. Just straight contact. As a helmet comes off as well, belonging to a BC Lion. And yeah, Bethel Thompson did take a pop there. And bear in mind, Davis Alexander, the number 1 QB out. So Caleb Evans warming up. Number 3 now. He was number 2 in the depth early last year when, because of QB injuries, thrown into the fire there. And a couple of years with the Red Blacks, went on to Montreal, taking off now. He's used to running short yardage QB, and he picks up good yardage there. Third, still just a 5-point difference. The Alouettes lead, but pressing now with Evans in at quarterback. Rolling to his left and nearly completed. But no, Beaulieu coming back home hits Charleston Rambo. Him 6 years older and played in the CFL as well. His 2nd year now. Christoph. Well, here's Tice taking that pass. Keeps his feet heading down, but has still kept going. Great effort. We've seen this a lot from the rookie number 30. Whether running or catching short passes, Alouette running backs acquitting themselves pretty nicely tonight. Tice the latest there. Takes the fake, the throw, Tyson Philpott. And coming back inside, Ben Hladek in on the tackle again. In this drive, Travis Tice. Ball comes out on that exchange. Little confusion between Bethel Thompson and Tice, and lucky break for the Alouettes. 0 for 1. This one coming just inside the 30. And he does put that one through.
It's for friends and family tonight.
Oh, Claire, you can just sense what a special moment talking to him earlier this week. BC ball, and there's another guy, in effect, coming back to Quebec.
No question, great experience. Beaulieu doing a terrific job.
Quickly working to Javon Catoy. See now, trailing 17-9 late, final minute, 3rd quarter, pump fake. Rourke, deeper look, and it's caught too. It's McInnes again, and that one is inside the Alouette 30. Getting close to 3/4 time. Here comes BC.
Yeah, and again, it's the poise of Nathan Rourke. He's flush from the pocket. He's thinking about running, but eyes are still downfield. And there's an opportunity to make a play. The thing that strikes you at the end of this one is just that catch radius of Justin McInnes at about 6'5", 6'6".
Rourke is taken down. Taiwan Mullen, the cover linebacker, coming in. Alouette pressure, but not that time. Loss of 5. High snap. Rourke pulls it down. Gets rid of it. And it's high for burial. And that play was just a mess from the start for BC. It's about to begin here in Montreal. The Alouettes up 17-9 now. Hey, you look at those numbers, you can see why BC is hanging around, Dwayne, even though that last drive, it looked so promising, but ended up being snuffed out. White's over 88% for his career. Down for Meyer, and White kicks that one through. So they, Wolverine, they all showed up tonight. This night of superheroes. Sean Thomas Erlington
This year and making the most of it.
Blitz coming. Patrice Rene coming in and getting rid of it quickly is MBT for Thomas Erlington. Robert Carter gets to him. So a few other things, but we're early 4th quarter and about to get the ball back. Down just 17-12. Good punt, Zima. Jackson takes it at the 10. Oh, coming in to get him is another special team specialist in Tyrese Beverett. He has a history of that.
Wraps up Jermaine Jackson on the tackle, and bit of a headlock and wrestles the helmet off. This earned Beverett the unnecessary roughness call that's going to give the BC Lions a few extra yards tacked onto that return.
Finally a penalty against Montreal. BC's seen too much the other way. Still 121-40 in yardage. Some pressure coming on Nathan Rourke. He escapes it. Going off to his left. And more heat coming in Vaughns. He gets away from that. Vaughns finally tackles him, but not until he gets up across the 40 and close to another BC first down.
Play to create the 2nd and short.
He stays in for short yardage. Looked like it bobbled a little bit on the exchange, but then a second effort by Nathan Rourke, and looks like he would have enough. BC down 17-12, fourth quarter, throwing to the right. Open, caught, McInnes, and a good pickup on first down. Short yardage again. Rourke got him. Tries to lunge forward. Like Oakman getting in and getting his feet. That was a second down. They had 2 plays to get that first. It's another short yardage play with Rourke. Right side, tucks it up, and will have the first down up to about the 52. Nathan Rourke doing all the short yardage here on the night. Little fake there to Butler. He rolls to the right. And down and no. That's for Hatcher inside the 40. It is incomplete. BC football just shy of midfield. Quickly. Rourke trying Hatcher on that hitter. Coming in on that slant. Najee Murray is there. And it is incomplete. And it's a third down. Punting unit coming on for the Lions. Alexander, the #1 quarterback for the Alouettes, can only look on, missing his second straight start. But liking what he saw there, and on the punt it rolls out just inside the 20. To Roy Lister. That was last night. 2 kick return touchdowns in the same game. It finally happened. Claude Bethel Thompson under pressure, just tries to get rid of it in the vicinity of Travis Tice. Big 2nd and 10 for both of these units now. 4-man rush on Bethel Thompson, gets rid of it. It is caught by Tice. Gets it up across the 30, and another big first down for the Montreal Alouettes.
Bethel Thompson facing a little bit of pressure, steps out of the pocket.
BC #3, 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Thompson to keep the play alive, and there you saw the left hand of Micah Alway.
Heard by the BC Lions in this night. Drive continues. Tice again. He is tripped up. It's Alway who got to him, but it did look like it'd be difficult to cut him, and they hung on. They made a big decision. Jason Lawson, a lot of praise for Walter Fletcher.
Timeout, BC.
You're right. They're only down 5. 2nd down and 4 out of the hands of Tice that time. Jumps on it, but that's incomplete. And this one results in Zima just around his 40. Wayne Jackson takes it on the run. 25, 30. Still finds his way up to about the 38 for Nathan Rourke. 57 and counting. The Lions have a chance. The Alouettes have the lead. A flag comes out and a play action pass deep over the middle, and coverage is there on Stanley Berryhill.
Procedure, no end, BC. That penalty be declined. 2nd down.
The last 4 years. Big 2nd down now. Rourke gets rid of it. It is caught. It's McInnes across the 50, and a first down for BC. Going near midfield. Rourke to pass again. Under pressure. He gets it away to the right. And it's underthrown, and Stanley Berryhill wanted a flag on that coverage by Wesley Sutton, but does not get it. And a flag, though, is back in the Lions' backfield where Rourke got rid of it.
We have 2 fouls on the play. Holding, BC #61, defensive pass interference on Montreal. We'll bounce those penalties and repeat first down.
So Berryhill had wanted the PI, and he ends up getting it.
Yeah, here you'll see it at the end. Berryhill, the deep receiver. A little bit of contact there with Wes Sutton as he's trying to fight back to the football. There you see at the very end.
It's on the field. Rourke. Play action fake. Lots of time. Gets knocked at the line of scrimmage. And Nadiemi Berglund was the closest with it coming down.
Humble figure after a couple of those.
No. Throwing again. Yes. Yes, BC. Flag comes out. Ball comes out. And they sort that out. It was caught by Hatcher, and he was going down, and Ento has the ball in his hands. Again, another one of those plays where they have a few things they got to sort out.
Right.
There's
there,
no flag
the
on the play. Ball's placed at the 46-yard line. Runner was down before he fumbled. First down.
17-12. Under 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Here comes BC. Here come the Owls. Deep throw. Right. Open. Touchdown. Stanley Berryhill has it. Wow. 46 yards. Berryhill, who had 2 touchdowns in game 1 in their 1 win this season, back in their opener a month ago. What a big touchdown down now.
Well, they've been looking deep all game, hadn't been able to connect, but making it happen in rather electric fashion here. Nathan Rourke just lets her rip. You saw Dequoy there, lost his footing, leaving Berryhill streaking to the end zone uncovered. And Berryhill lines up on the outside. On this one, he and Justin McInnes working in tandem. McInnes pulls coverage down, leaving Dequoy by himself. He blows a tire on that one, and Berryhill's off to the races.
Rourke into the end zone deep, and no, too far. So they remain on top. Off the kickoff. Travis Tice is back for it. 25, 30. Riley Pickett among those.
The momentum, the flow of the ball game.
They really have. Throwing now and over the middle in coverage. Going up for it is Philpott, and Robert Carter was right there with him. The drive capping off a 3-play drive. Off to the left. It's caught just across the 40 by Cole Speaker. Not enough for a first down, though. Turn standing inside his 30. So 1-point lead for the Lions. And they are to get the ball back here with Jackson backpedaling close to his 10. Takes off. Does well to get it across the 20 to about the 23. Crowd picking up. Butler in the backfield. He gets the ball, working his way through across the 25 to about the 26-yard line. 3:05 and counting down with the warning coming up. A 5-yard pickup. 3. They have the lead. Under 3 minutes to go. They have the ball. Rourke rolling to his right. And no. Intended for Hatcher and denied by Tyrese Beverette, the Eastern nominee for top defensive player in 2024. That was the first 2 and out by the BC Lions since the first quarter. Carl Meyer to punt it away to James Letcher inside his 30. 2:34 in the clock. Letcher finds some room. Across the 40, 45. Tripped up. Kyle Nelson, the long snapper there. He tripped over him near midfield, but what a spot for a big return. Biggest of the night for Letcher.
Something on the run down.
Sean Thomas Erlington, the running back. The fake to him and the throw for Charleston Rambo. Longest of the season is 50 yards. Scrimmaging from the 50. Now breaking through. Sean Thomas Erlington again. Well, at the very least, they're in field goal range now. But Maltos may have a chance to win it. Low snap. It dribbles to Bethel Thompson, and he manages to get it to Thomas Erlington, who pushes his way with a crowd. A few shots after, and there's another one from Donnie Ventrelli and Robert Carter. See what McLeod Bethel Thompson has in store in this 2nd and 6 at the BC 29. 4-man rush. He has time. There's a first down, too. Just past the marker. Their top receiver coming in. Tyler Sneed has it. The BC 21. Back on the ground. Sean Thomas Erlington. And picks up a few more yards to get it down to around the 17. From the 17. 2nd and 6. Bethel Thompson wants to take off. He will not get the first down. They're still set up nicely for the field goal try. Kicker last year after the injury to the now retired David Cote. It's out. It's down. It's kicked. And it's through. And the Montreal Alouettes have the lead again. 20-18 with 28 seconds to go.
Perfect execution on the kick. And Jose
After the
Maltos.
play, a 15-yard misconduct penalty on Montreal 66. They will kick off from their 15-yard line.
Shortening the field with a penalty at the end of the play, Pierre-Olivier Lestage.
That could be big. On a night of penalties going against BC, Jason Moss.
Yeah, he's looking for an explanation.
Still 28 seconds to go. See the punch at the bottom of the screen to the left? That was it. Or maybe that was it.
A little extra pushing and shoving at the end of the play, and that's when the flag is thrown.
You're right. I think it was that second one, that shove. And Moss doesn't like it because they are deep to kick this off. I mean, 28 seconds. If Jackson can get any kind of return going now. Not over yet for BC. Good kickoff. And Maltos, 30, 35. 26 seconds on the clock. Gagne and a pack in there around the 43. 43, 22 seconds. Down by 2. Rourke throwing. It is caught right at midfield by Hatcher. He went up for it. Ruffin there to meet him. Hatcher hangs on. Need to get it closer for Sean White. 12 seconds. Caught again inside the 50. Talking about one around midfield now. They can get one more play off. 8 seconds. Just a few more yards. White's longest this season is 43. Quickly again. Knocked away at the line of scrimmage with 3 seconds left. The Alouette defense rises up again.
As good a job as anyone. No field goal attempt here.
Nope. Last chance. Caught by Javon Katoy, hoping that he could keep some time on the clock, but no. Well, the stadium clock says 2.
Yeah, 0.2 seconds on the clock. To me, he was actually down before that, and the clock kept rolling for about a second and a half. So we'll see if they put anything back. Well, not that it really matters at this point.
This is incredible. Katoy immediately going down after catching it, and we got zeros on our clock, but no, 0.2 seconds left. They're putting a bit of time left, and yes, BC will have the chance to win it.
Goes that stadium. Watch the clock in the top right corner of your screen. Katoy catches it, takes a couple steps. He's down and touched.
Easily down.
Yeah, at about 1.4, 1.3, they put the clock back to a second. You see Buck Pierce making his case as his field goal team was headed out there anyway.
Or overtime. This is the final play. For the win. White. It is good. The BC Lions come back and get the victory in Montreal.
Sean White, one of the greatest clutch kickers in the history of the Canadian Football League, does it again for the win.
What an amazing final couple of minutes. Back and forth, and it ends there. One of the best kickers, arguably the best of all time, in Sean White. Buck Pierce, reason to celebrate. Their second win of the season, 8th career walk-off winning field goal for Sean White.
BC Lions find a way in a game in which, despite penalties, some missed opportunities out on the field, kept the game close, gave themselves a chance, right down to literally the last second.
Thank you, Claire. There was a fight afterwards, actually. You see, they're still milling about, Dwayne. This is what happened after this game was already decided.
Yeah, things pretty heated after the winning kick.
That's Kamoko Toure and Isaac Adeyemi Berglund. Each side in the mix, and then a lot more players jump in.
Quite a mob scene over there between the two locker rooms is where this is taking place.
Just some ugliness amidst the celebration for the BC Lions. Too bad to see it end this way. BC was just trying to enjoy the victory. You see Davis Alexander getting in the mix like a peacemaker there, but